Hey, what's up guys, my name is Anshul and today in this video let us briefly talk about the Tesla Model Ys and the Tesla Model 3s, because I think so that if you're in market right now and if you're looking to buy a new car, this might be around the best time to purchase a used Tesla Model Y and a used Tesla Model 3. Now I'm not talking about the latest and the greatest model of the Tesla Model 3. I'm talking about the version that was around 2018 to around I think so 2023, and that might be again one of the best vehicles if you're looking to purchase a used vehicle in the industry. Now I sold my Tesla Model Y a few months ago for about 45 to 46,000 Canadian dollars, and it was a rear wheel drive version, and it was a version that was a 2024 edition. Now the thing is that I sold my car because I was having some of the range anxiety that it is a rear wheel drive version. It is not the best battery pack that you can get into the Tesla Model Ys. And that was one of the reasons for me selling that car and purchasing, or maybe not even purchasing, because I'm still looking for a new car and I'm looking for something that is a hybrid system. But I think so that this is just not the right time. Now the thing is that when I look forward to the cars in the market right now, a few of them from the RAVs and the Mazdas, they are still a good car, but the base versions of most of the cars are not having the leatherette seats, and I just do not want to spend a lot of money. Now when I look into the other cars into the market, and those are the Tesla cars, the Model 3s and the Ys, I still think so these are a great pick for a lot of people. Now why I say that? Because let us say that I want to buy a used car in the market right now. I think so that I can get an all-wheel drive version of the Tesla Model Y at a very cheap price, and I'm talking about some crazy cheap prices, because I was looking for the cars in the market and I could find a used Tesla Model Y, the all-wheel drive version into, and also the long-range version of that model for about 38 to 40,000 Canadian dollars, and that is just an insane price. Now think about that. Tesla would be launching the new Tesla Model Y Juniper in the next year, and a lot of people would be buying the new Tesla Model Ys. Now the thing is that Tesla is just like the Apples of the smartphones in the market, and whenever you get to see a new Tesla model in the market, you get to see a lot of people selling their old cars and looking for a newer version, and that would be exactly that what would be happening with the Tesla Model Ys as well, because these are the best selling cars in the North American market, especially the Tesla Model Y. And I think so when that model would be launched in the next year, and when Tesla would be finally starting to deliver that the cars in the market, or maybe even when they launch their new car, I think so a lot of people would be selling their old Tesla Model Ys, and that would be the time when you will have a lot of Tesla Model Ys in the market, the used ones. And just think about that, when you have a lot of cars in the market, let us say that there are 300 used Tesla Model Ys within 2 or 3 kilometers of your range, and the demand is just not as much as what are the number of vehicles that are already there in the market, the price of the car would not be as much as what you would expect. So that means that you would get to see a lot of Tesla Model Ys at a cheaper price when you will have the latest Tesla Model Y, the Juniper Edition, in the market, and that is again a good thing in my opinion. Now the thing is that even though that it is not the point where you have the new Tesla Model Junipers in the market right now, but still the market is just crazy for the used Tesla Model Ys right now, as I'm seeing on a few other websites on the market like the clutch.com. Now again, I'm not sponsoring Clutch in any way, but I sold my Tesla Model Y on Clutch, and I know that their inspection is really good. And if you're looking to buy a used vehicle in the market, at least if you are in Ontario, this is the way to go according to me. Now again, I was looking at the pricing of the Tesla Model 3s and the Tesla Model Ys, and I was just surprised to see that you can buy a Tesla Model Y right now in the market for about 35,000 to about 45,000 Canadian dollars, depending on the condition and whatsoever is the specification of that vehicle. And when I say 35,000 Canadian dollars, I was also able to find a few deals that was just around 33,000 Canadian dollars, and for that price you get to get a vehicle that is driven about 100,000 kilometers or a bit more than that. But also at the same time you also get to enjoy a few other things as well, like the all-wheel drive version and also the extended range on the batteries as well. And even though that you do not get to see 100% health on the battery, it is still about 89% to sometimes even about 93% on a few of the vehicles that I have seen in the market as well. But if you are ready to spend something more than that, you would be able to get a Tesla Model Model Y for about 38,000 to 40,000 Canadian dollars for something that is again not the long range version, but a few of them again you can still get in the long range version in a cheaper price. Now the thing is that the Tesla Model 3s are even cheaper than what I was expecting, because I was able to see a few cars in the market with not a lot of damage, no hail damage at all, and also again a 2018 model for a Tesla Model 3, it was just going for about 23,000 Canadian dollars. And even the 2020 model, a few of them I was able to find that were driven like 20,000 kilometers as well, and that was just pricing at about 28 to 29,000 Canadian dollars, which is just an insane value. Now one another thing that I want to add in this video is that even though that if you're trying to buy a used Tesla Model 3 or a used Tesla Model Y, I think so that the amount of spare parts that are available in the market for these cars is just too much. And even if though that you find out that there are some issues with the car, the replacements are just too much in the market. And also if you think so that your car is aging, you can just get something different like changing the lights on your car, the front ones, the back ones. Again, you have got a lot of quality stuff for the Tesla Model 3s and the Ys in the market. You get to see the best of the best mats in the market as well for these cars. If you want to change the tech into your car as well, you can just plug and play, and you can have an extra set of ports in the car, a rear seat infotainment system that can be added on this cars, as well as an aftermarket product. And also these products are not very expensive in comparison to what you would get for the Toyotas and the other cars in the market as well. So again, a win-win in my situation if you're looking to buy a used Tesla Model 3s and the Tesla Model Ys. Again, something that you would just want to consider if you just want to compare this thing with something like the Elantras and the Mazdas and the Hyundais in the markets for the base models for those cars as well. So yes, I think so in my opinion it would be just best to pick up something like a used Tesla Model 3s and the Ys when these cars are finally getting cheaper in the Canadian market. Now if you're looking for a new car in the market, and the way to go for you is something like a hybrid car just like the Honda Civic, I would say just to not buy that car because of the lack of features on the base models. And also for the similar price range, I have not seen a lot of cars that have got a lot of features just like what you would even get with a 2018 Tesla Model 3. And that is again something that is insane to me, because the self-driving is better on the Tesla Model 3s. Even if you're getting something like a 2021 edition for a lower price, I think so that the software is the most updated one, and you get to see a lot of features on those cars. Again, something that is way better than getting something like a Honda Civic in my opinion. And one another thing is that these cars are built on a single frame, and even though a lot of people would say that there are panel gaps and stuff like that on the cars, the Tesla Model 3s and the Tesla Model Ys, I think so just give it a break, because these cars are built on a single mold, which is something that is a better one in the terms of the car accidents. So if your car gets into a crash, the chances that the Tesla Model 3 would survive are more than the chances for the Honda Civics to survive in the same case. But the thing is that you need to know on the Tesla Model 3s and the Ys that what is the escape route on those cars, because these are the battery driven cars and they are not the safest ones in my opinion. So the first thing that you need to know about these cars is that what is the safety latch in the case of an accident that could be happening on this car. So again, I think so that the market is just so good to buy a Tesla Model 3 and a Tesla Model Y right now. And if you can just wait for some more time, maybe about 6 more months as of filming this video right now, I think so when Tesla would be launching their Tesla Model Y Junipers, the market would be even more saturated with more and more Tesla Model Ys and the Tesla Model 3s in the market. And again, the consumer would never be equivalent to a lot of people that would be buying these newer cars. And well, that was all that I wanted to share about in this video. I think so that it would be just great to buy a used Tesla Model Y and the Tesla Model 3 in around, I think so, September of the year 2025. But do let me know in the comment sections below that if you think the very same about the used Tesla models in the market or no, or whether you would just pick something like a Honda Civic, a new one, or maybe a Mazda CX-5, a new one, or maybe you would just wait for a used Tesla Model Y or 3 to get on a cheaper price. Do let me know in the comment sections below. My name is Anshul. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.